Forget what you think millionaires are buying in 2025. It's not the shiny cars, designer clothes, or luxury watches that social media makes you believe. The truth is far more surprising. Right now, millionaires around the world are quietly putting their money into things that the average person doesn't even notice, things that could shape the next decade of wealth. So, what are the wealthy buying this year, and why should you care? In the next few minutes, I'll break down exactly where millionaire money is flowing in 2025, and how you can take lessons from their strategies to build your own path to financial security. The shift in millionaire spending. Let's start with the big picture. If you rewind back 10 or 15 years, being wealthy often meant showing it off, flashy cars, mega mansions, and endless luxury. But in 2025, the world looks very different. We've lived through a global pandemic, inflation spikes, political instability, and now a technological revolution with artificial intelligence. These events have changed how millionaires think about money. Today, the wealthy are less interested in showing off and more interested in protecting, multiplying, and future-proofing their wealth. Instead of asking, "What makes me look rich?" they're asking, "What keeps me rich 10 years from now?" One big trend we see is that millionaires are treating their money less like a status symbol and more like a tool. They're shifting away from disposable luxury and into what we call durable assets. These are investments that hold value regardless of the economy, politics, or market fads. Think about it. Why spend millions on a car that loses value the second you drive it out of the dealership, when you can own a piece of farmland that not only appreciates over time but also produces food in a world where food security is becoming more critical? Why buy the 10th mansion in Los Angeles when you can own a renewable energy farm that generates both income and influence? This shift shows us something important. Millionaires are adapting. They see the writing on the wall. The world is unstable, technology is accelerating, and the rules of wealth are changing. They're not gambling on status. They're buying certainty. And this is where we uncover their first major buying trend: real assets. One real asset. When it comes to real assets, millionaires are going back to basics. In 2025, land and real estate are still king, but not in the way you might think. Instead of glamorous penthouses or beachfront villas, wealthy investors are looking at farmland, off-grid properties, and even international real estate in politically stable countries. Why farmland? Simple. Food is a necessity, and farmland doesn't just sit there, it produces. In times of economic uncertainty, owning land that feeds people is one of the safest bets. Millionaires are also investing heavily in renewable energy assets. Solar farms, wind farms, and even small-scale hydro projects are not only profitable but also future-proof. Energy is the backbone of every modern economy, and with the world moving away from fossil fuels, the wealthy want to be ahead of the curve. Technology and AI, but the real gold rush in 2025 isn't land, it's technology. Millionaires are pouring money into AI startups, robotics, and biotech. They're buying equity in companies that most people haven't even heard of yet, knowing that the next Google or Amazon could come from artificial intelligence. But it's not just about investing in companies. Many millionaires are also buying AI tools for themselves. Imagine automating your entire business operations, from customer service to accounting, with AI. That's what the wealthy are doing right now. They're not waiting for the future. They're owning it. Free alternative and rare investments. Another surprising category: alternative investments. Millionaires are scooping up rare art, vintage cars, and even fine wines, not because they want to show them off, but because these items are scarce. Scarcity creates value. And while many people dismissed NFTs after the crash, some millionaires are still quietly investing in digital assets, but this time, focusing only on those with real-world utility. Think blockchain companies that handle security, digital identity, or financial transactions. To them, it's not about hype, it's about positioning themselves in assets that most people overlook until it's too late. For health, longevity and security, here's something you may not expect: health. In 2025, wealthy individuals are buying private healthcare memberships, anti-aging treatments, and even funding biotech startups that promise longer, healthier lives. Because at the end of the day, what good is wealth without time to enjoy it? They're also investing in privacy and security, private compounds, digital encryption, and even international residences in tax-friendly, stable countries. It's not paranoia. It's protection. So, what can you learn from all this? You don't need millions to think like a millionaire. Start small, invest in assets that hold value over time, like index funds or fractional real estate. Learn how iTools can help your own work or business. And most importantly, prioritize your health and skills, because those are assets too. The truth is simple: millionaires in 2025 aren't buying to impress the world. They're buying to secure the future. And if you want to build lasting wealth, the best time to start thinking like them is right now. What would you invest in if you had $1 million today? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more videos like this one.